Rachel Holt for NESN.com here at Gillette Stadium alongside Doug Kyde. The New England Patriots are facing an elite wide receiver in Julio Jones in Super Bowl 51. In comparison, the Patriots don't really have one guy like that other teams can look at. I want to ask you about comments made by Keyshawn Johnson about Patriots wide receivers. He said they look great while they're here in New England, but they couldn't excel with other teams because of the system. If they were on other teams right now, they probably wouldn't be on the 53-man roster. Wow. What do you make of that?
Yeah, that's a very bold statement, especially due to the fact that Chris Hogan was the number 3 receiver on the Bills last year. Michael Floyd was either the number 2 or number 3 receiver on the Cardinals as recently as this season. So, and I mean, every team would want a guy like Julian Edelman in their offense, especially working from the slot. So I think they're totally bogus. I think that a lot of people try to discount the Patriots receivers quite a bit. But, I mean, Deion Sanders said last week, or earlier this week, that Julian Edelman is a top 10, top 20 receiver in the NFL. And I have to agree with him. The guy gets 1,000 yards almost every single season. The second half of his year, this year, was pretty fantastic. He was among the best wide receivers in the NFL as far as catches go, as far as yards go. Gets it done every week. And I mean, no, I think this is a good receiver group. I think that they do get discounted a little bit because Tom Brady's their quarterback. Not every receiver can excel in this system, and these guys really are right now.
Going off of that, Johnson did say that a top-tier wide receiver wouldn't excel because they can't freelance with the Patriots. Do you agree with that?
I kind of do agree with that to a certain extent. I'm not sure if a guy like DeAndre Hopkins, for example, could survive in this system. And, you know, a guy like Chad Johnson is a perfect example. He was a great receiver with the Bengals because he was allowed to kind of do whatever he wanted to do. Once he came here and he had to follow their system, he had to read defenses, he had to be on the same page as Tom Brady. It just didn't really work out. So I do agree with that to a certain extent. I think that a guy like Randy Moss might kind of go against that idea because he did have quite a good career here in New England for those 4 seasons that he was here. But he bought in. Not every receiver will do that. And Randy Moss came here at the right point of his career, too.
Okay, Doug, we'll see what Edelman, Hogan, and Amendola have to say to Mr. Johnson in Super Bowl 51. We'll be in Houston, so make sure you keep it locked on NESN.com for all your Patriots news.